Hello, my friends. Hello, my friends. How's everybody doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. As always, welcome to the Rob Bar Crypto Coins Crew channel. If you're here, please kind of put a like and say hello. And also, as always, before we begin, you can join my Patreon private group by following this link, which will also be left in the comments down below and in the description of this video. Otherwise, please kind of say hello. Put a like. Uh, let's see. Currently, as always, before we start talking, we're going to do a quick analysis of the market. Generally, everything is looking the same that it has just recently. Nothing has changed. That's the problem with macro. That it moves slowly. XRP finally retraced to that 59-cent area that we're referring to. It's finally there. It bounced to roughly 64 cents. And BTC is still chopping. Therefore, Ethereum is also chopping. We're stuck in a channel. We have neither broken down nor broken up. Therefore, we're still in a neutral zone where you cannot accumulate more or sell to take profits. Very important in this area not to get chopped up. If you're trading, make sure that you're not missing out on the bigger picture. And also keep in mind that basically the channel can break up or down very fast, right? Don't forget when you look at charts, these channels and the ranging when it ends, whichever move happens is very violent. So we're sticking to the rules. We're sticking to the strategy. Everything's very simple. If we're going to add to our coins, it's going to be at new lows and a much better entries after huge crashes. If they come, they don't come. We just hold the entries that we have, and we'll wait for the euphoria phase to start selling. Very straightforward. All we have to do is just be patient, as always. As for XRP, it has retraced, like I said earlier, to the 59-cent zone, which we're expecting at roughly 90 cents. Now it's finally there. I do believe that it can go lower, but even if it goes into, because the zone was 51 to 59 cents, I will not buy there because once again, I bought XRP much lower at 15 cents. The zone I'm interested in buying more XRP and dollar cost averaging at new lows with equal amounts of money without favoring it over other coins or any other blue chip over another blue chip is in the 5 cent to the 35 cent zone. And that's where I'll be interested in buying more XRP. If that zone never hits, the only thing that is of interest to me in XRP is selling it once it pumps hard enough. And setting trailing take profits as it keeps pumping to make sure that I get out in a great profit, even if my targets of $7 to $13 don't hit. The take profit strategy that I'm putting together, profits will be taken before the target, also just in case the target is wrong. It's very important when you're taking profits, whatever your target is, to make sure that you have some kind of method that is plan B to make sure that you still get out in great profit. That for me is trailing take profits, that keep increasing and kind of function as like stop losses where you get stopped out by a great profit. And once that happens, you just don't get back into the market until the huge crashes come, and you don't rotate those profits until huge crashes come. Once they come, you can start rotating with the money that you're comfortable investing. Darcy, Sergio Zabido, hello, my friends, and thank you for wishing me a nice day. Hope you're having a great day too. Shane G, hello, Rob. Hope all is well. Yep, everything is great. Thank you, brother. PB, hello. Discovering Lightman says, hello, Art. Thank you for your knowledge. You're welcome, brother, and thank you for joining. I appreciate you joining. Randall Green, great to have you here too. So remember, my friends, once again, I promise I'll be doing lives every single day. Just as a reminder, just as a new challenge to myself, basically. It's like part of my daily routine now. Look at the charts, I look at the coins, I go try to find new gems and whatnot and all that good stuff. And lives is one of the things that I do daily now. The great thing about these lives is that they remind you what to do and what not to do. Don't overtrade, don't get in your own way. Let the market develop. If it pumps harder, we're going to take profits with our great entries. If it dumps hard and gives us new lows, we'll keep dollar cost averaging in accordance with our strategy. Otherwise, max, the other thing we can do is throw little amounts of money at potential gems out there. As I keep mentioning, they are in a $99 tier. I have like 28 gems currently. Some of them are in better, some of them have dropped in price, therefore they're better entries. And I've gotten some of them have pump cards, so I won't be able to buy. But generally, there are a lot of altcoins you can still buy that I believe will perform very well in euphoria stage. So if you really want to buy something, not force entries with our main play in the millionaire spreadsheet. Simply throw a little money, at potential 50 to 100x gems. If you have any questions, let me know, my friends. Oh, Video 50 is here. Good to have you here. Good to have members here. Randall Green, CJ Mueller says he likes his new daily lives. I like them too, my friend. TT is saying, hello, legend. Hey there, brother. Good to have you here. Good to have everyone here. So yeah, remember, my friends, XRP is of no interest to us. Bitcoin is no interest to us right now. And Ethereum is of no interest to us. We're not interested. Why I say that is because we're not interested in selling at these prices, and we're not interested in buying at these prices. Prices will have to go much lower for us to buy more and much higher for us to sell. So all we can do right now is be patient. And if that worries you and you want to add to your portfolio, once again, just join the $99 tier, throw much smaller sums at potential 50 to 100x gems. You know, some of those coins there, they will go to zero, some will do okay, and some will do exceptionally well and pop as hard as Doge did and deliver those 50 to 100x plays. Also, once again, it's probably a good idea to check it out because I keep reiterating, it shows you the strategy that we'll be using with every single coin out there that I use that has helped me tremendous in the last 2 cycles, where you basically, as the coin keeps pumping, you take profits and you sell certain percentages like 5 to 10% as the coin keeps pumping. And as it keeps pumping, you keep increasing the take profit. And make it kind of like a trailing stop loss that stops you out in great profit, right? This is like very crucial for every single coin out there in your portfolio. This is a very crucial method that will make sure that you're basically winning and outperforming the majority of the market. Randall Green says, Rob, please advise on coins that have great entries. My friend, there are so many coins out there, and if you really want to know what they are, just get the $5 menu spreadsheet, and you'll have the entries there for my main portfolio. And you also have the 100x coins, as I mentioned. There are like 28 there and 12 there. Plus, there's a 30x, which I mentioned already several times, is INJ. Injective, I believe that is going to pump well. We were buying it at $3 and has pumped to nearly $10 already. So it's kind of late to get into Injective INJ, but you can get other coins. Russell there, hello, my friend. How are you? Good to see you. Ruben Osawardi is saying, I just entered the $99 tier after being a member for a long time. Glad I did. Thank you. Ruben, thank you for joining, brother. It's good to have you, and it's good to have another member here. So, yeah, my friends, very important. That one of the greatest things about these lives that we're currently doing is very important that it shows you how long it takes for the market to develop and mature for basically a big move to happen, right? And a lot of people, they get bored. Like, for example, me myself, honestly, I have better things to do than do a live every single day. But I do this live every single day. As I said, I promised a challenge to myself to do it for a month, so basically 30 days every single day. I have more important things to do in terms of like charting, looking for gems, talking to my members, to my private students and all that good stuff. It takes up the whole day. The point why I do this also, though, is like, it's a good reminder to all of us how long it takes for market to develop and mature, as I said earlier, right? And how it's important not to lose focus and not to get bored. Because people do get bored, they lose focus. They start thinking, oh, I'm so tired of waiting, whatever. I'm just going to buy some Bitcoin now at 30K. Well, it doesn't matter if I buy it at 30K or 20K. It does matter. And also the same thing happened when it was like XRP was at nearly 90 cents. Like, oh, I'm so tired. I've been looking for the chart 4 hours on end or a whole day. I'm just going to buy it 82 cents now when it corrected a little bit just in case I miss it, and now it's corrected to 59 cents already. So it's very important to do these daily lives and talk through these boring phases and stages so that maybe it helps you emotionally, psychologically, like, what the market psychology should be. And the market psychology right now is very simple. Like back in the day when we were waiting for huge drops to start dollar cost averaging accumulating, we've done that with many entries and many coins. And now we're in a phase where we have to be neutral weight. And once the market pumps hard in euphoria phase, we'll be ignoring all the hype and moon boys and all the bullshit about basically utility and use cases and taking profits. And if the market corrects harder and gives us new lows before that happens, we'll be very bullish when everybody will be scared and be very bearish, just like what happened with the FTX collapse or the COVID crash before that. People were scared very much. Very, very scared. It was like the end of the world narratives. Remember the covers and the magazine covers and the headlines we had back then during the FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried collapse. So we basically had financial magazines comparing crypto to a wasteland, a desert, meteorites falling, basically a mass extinction event, implying that basically this is it, like this is the end of the world for crypto. And a lot of people, once again, interest in crypto was very down. The buying was very small. The buy walls were tiny. Nobody was basically interested. People were trying to catch the perfect bottom. Like a lot of people believe that Bitcoin is going to 12K. As I said, there's nothing wrong with believing that Bitcoin is going to go 12K. I believe that it potentially can go lower than that, and that's why we have entries on a million spreadsheet. The problem with that is if you're trying to catch the bottom without having a strategy that makes sure you dollar cost average acting lows. For us, we expected lower. We did not get some lower entries, but it doesn't matter because our strategy is formed in a way that we were waiting for 70% crash bought there, roughly 80% crash bought there, and now it's roughly 90% crash. If we get it, we'll buy. If we don't, we don't. So yeah, if we do get new crashes, the news will be terrible, and we're going to ignore that and buy and follow the plan. And once the euphoria phase hits, an euphoria phase will hit. A lot of coins will pump very hard. You will see a lot of outrageous and crazy price predictions. You will see that a lot of household names, celebrities, people and respect, maybe even are talking about crypto, investing in crypto. You see a lot of crypto-related commercials. You'll see the stocks of crypto exchanges booming. You'll see young kids, successful crypto traders, crypto investors buying Lamborghinis, Bugattis, Ferraris, popping champagne bottles. Your cab driver, I don't know, your hairdresser will be talking about Bitcoin. All your family members will be talking about Bitcoin and Dogecoin, whatever is pumping hard, and asking you if it's a good time to buy. That's how we know it's not a good time to buy when they ask you if it's a good time to buy. Once somebody asks you if it's a good time to buy, you automatically should be selling and setting trading take profits. So euphoria fees will come and we'll be selling there. Currently, what's important right now, this is the boring and neutral phase, and why I'm here and reminding you what's important to do right now. Is not force entries. Do not force entries. Do not sell anything that we bought. Hold everything that we bought, and do not force entries though. So right now we'll just see what the market does. If it crashes much further, it doesn't even matter if it doesn't crash hard enough. So Bitcoin can go back to 20K. It wouldn't matter for us because we already bought that roughly 20K and lower. So only if it gives us lower entries, we'll buy if the crashes are good enough. If they're not good enough, we'll just wait. And once market is up enough, and it will be up enough eventually in the euphoria phase, we'll start selling. So very simple, straightforward. We're currently neutral. If it crashes harder, we're going to become very bullish. If it crashes, if it pumps further, we're going to become very bearish. Very straightforward, my friends. Mercenary is saying, what do you think about BlackRock ETF? There is news come out yesterday about the approbation date in 4 to 6 months goes in, but what they're having. I don't know. I don't really care about the ETFs. Like I know there's so much fundamental, basically talk about ETFs and adoption and partnerships and I don't know all that stuff. I really think it's irrelevant because if you look at these non-events like the ETF and whatnot, market nuked before when we had these ETF phases basically and talk of it and all that claptrap. So I honestly think it's not important, my friend. I stick strictly to maths, percentages, and fractals, and I honestly think that the rest is noise, but it's important to analyze that noise because that noise will help you to be at an advantage if you know how to decode that noise, basically. Excuse me. What I mean by that, if you have a certain market psychology, then you're going to be able to use that to your advantage. But if you're the kind of person who really gets influenced by the kind of material that's being fed to you and, all kinds of different narratives out there and tweets and headlines and articles really affect you, and then you're going to be slaughtered, basically. You're going to be used as extra liquidity. They're going to play in your emotions. But if you're a person who can analyze what's being told to you and you can analyze what the narrative is, and you can compare basically the time frame, the percentages, and the narrative, put it all together, and see the real picture of what's happening, not what you want to see, but see what's actually happening. You can use it to your advantage, my friend. Dad plays FIFA says, well-known analyst, credible crypto, has strong opinions that Bitcoin will hit all-time high this year. Your thoughts on this, Rob? Well, credible crypto and I know each other. I respect credible crypto. He's a friend of mine. We follow each other on Twitter. We've known each other for years. What I can say about that is that I disagree that we're going to see a new all-time high this year. I disagree with the Elliott wave theory of the fifth wave coming in and basically Bitcoin pumping to like $250,000 this year. That's my humble opinion and 2 cents on it. But I have highest regards for credible crypto, and I have nothing but love and respect for my bro, credible crypto, basically. If you talk to him, say Rob said hi and send him my love. Otherwise, yeah, my thoughts on that is that we're not seeing any all-time high this year. And then other than that, we agree on a lot of stuff. We agree on a lot of percentages, what coins are going to do, market psychology. We agree on a lot of stuff. We have a lot more in common than we have than we differ on. Just the way I think about it is that I always have to ask myself what happens, for example, if credit is right. Let's think about it. So if credit is right, since percentages for me are number one metric and timeframes are only secondary metric, it should be applied only if they're in line with the percentages. If credit is right, then worst case scenario, I sell earlier. I get out earlier, I make money earlier, I'm happy because I did not expect it. What happens if I'm right? What happens if I'm right is that a lot of people will get disappointed, the ones who expected all-time highs this year, and a lot of people will be holding at a loss for a much longer time. And due to disappointment, a lot of people will either leave crypto or stop investing when they should be investing, not be able to dollar cost average because they bought and it didn't and it went lower. Now they can't buy anymore. So at a certain point, they have to wait just to break even, not make profit. So yeah, for me, it's all about risk and reward. We both agree that Bitcoin is going to pump hard and see new all-time highs eventually. We both agree that many coins are going to see new all-time highs. We just disagree about the time frame, and disagreeing is okay. Yeah. International Crypto Asset Manager saying, hi, Rob. Good evening. Hello, my friend. Good to see you here. Viddy50 is saying, do you use the fib to find out how high a coin will go? No, I do not use fibs. Fib levels can be used, but I don't use fibs. No, I use I would say I don't really use traditional technical analysis. I find that a lot of it is not effective. Trend lines, head and shoulder patterns, fibs. I mean, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Just like my TA, but I do believe my TA is more accurate. And one of the greatest things about my TA is that I always have a plan B. And like I said, I've had experience in this market, but I'm using simple tools to my advantage, such being, as having trailing take profits as the market keeps pumping. Wonderful tool that I'm surprised that nobody talks about. So, yeah. VIP Solanki is here and saying, hey, Rob, hope you're well. Glad to have caught the live stream early today. Good to have you here, brother. Another member. Chris Dunoff, another member here. So many members here. I'd love to see that. Welcome, my friends. Saying good morning, Rob. Trucking in SoCal. Welcome, friend. Dad plays FIFA says, thanks. I'd love for him to be right, but patiently waiting, following the plan. Yeah, Dad plays FIFA, my friend. I would love for Craig to be right also. If he's right, I'll be, I'll make a lot more money much sooner than I thought I would. I just personally don't think, I always keep it real. If I could easily, I'm not saying that Craig is doing it. I'm just saying that if I wanted more hype around my name or more followers and more likes and all that, I could just agree with Craig right now. Not that he's doing it because of that. Once again, that's not my point. Craig is a great guy and I love him. My point is that I say the way that it is. I say what I see, and if I see that I don't see a new all-time high this year, I don't see a new all-time high this year. If I'm wrong, once again, it really doesn't matter because I'll just make money somewhere. So you always have to think about what matters if you're wrong or right, the risk reward, right? It does not matter if I'm wrong about this year and a new all-time high not hitting, because what matters is that the percentages, right? I'm waiting for percentages for Bitcoin to pump hard. That's where I will sell. time frame wise, whether it happens this year or it happens in 2025, really doesn't matter for me. You know what I mean? Chris Dunov, do you have an opinion about trust capital? Uh, I'll just say this: it's not something that I want to get into, my friend. Respectfully. Beauty 50. Cheers, bud. Roger Rishner, hello. How you doing, brother? Scorpio Red is saying, I want to retire so badly. My job is stressing me out so much right now. Everyone in there is horrible to deal with. Scorpio Red, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Unfortunately, we can't force the market to move faster. The market moves the way the work wants to move. It's like, the sea. You can't control the sea. You just can be a skillful sailor who knows how to sail the sea. And survive the sea storms and come out on the other end in a sunny, beautiful beach. So all I can say is I'm sorry to hear that, brother. It sucks that you don't like your work, but you'll get there eventually. Just don't force it. Don't try to make money fast in crypto. Because a lot of people get burnt that way. I used to have a 9-to-5 job also. I was very tired of it also. No, I stopped having a 9-to-5 and I'm full-time crypto. So if I've done it, you can do it too, brother. Just have the patience, put in the patience, put in the work, and you will get there. Christian Office saying, I know your opinion about narratives, but how you like the XRP joining ESG and getting involved in derivatives? That's a fun one too, don't you think? Once again, I'm not big, my friend, on the whole derivatives thing with XRP. I really don't think that it's going to change anything about the price, right? We've been talking about the derivative market in XRP since I think like 2017, 2018, and nothing has changed. And I don't think it's going to change anything. I think it's just another narrative out there that's going to hurt a lot of people. Just make sure that whatever you hear, no matter what you hear in the euphoria phase, when XRP is pumping, sell, take profits. No matter what you hear. Like literally no matter what you hear, sell and take profits. Please kind of put the like while you're here, my friend. Scorpio Red, in what year did you enter crypto when you came in with only 13K? Ripple. Yes, sir. I came into it 2016, at the end of 2016, beginning of 2017, I believe, somewhere around that. Or, well, yeah, like somewhere around that. And it was a great cycle. It was the easiest cycle that I had. Then the second cycle was more unexpected. It was actually fine, but I believe because of what happened with the SIP, that really messed up everything that I wanted to do. If SEC had left SRP alone, I would have had the perfect streak a second time, because the first time I had pretty much a perfect streak. Second time I messed up XLM and XRP. This time around, this is my third cycle. We'll see what happens. So my friends, remember, very important, stay patient, don't force entries. Only dollar cost average at new lows. Make sure to diversify to different coins with different narratives, some meme coins, AI coins. There's so many people out there that are like a Bitcoin maximalist, Ethereum maximalist, XRP maximalist, I don't know, Dogecoin maximalist. Don't listen to these maximalists. Just diversify into all these coins. Buy all these coins. Make sure you have all these coins in your portfolio, because I've been hearing a lot of Bitcoin BS for a long time, and I've had coins outperform Bitcoin, and I've been hearing a lot of XRP maximalist BS on a lot of coins in my portfolio in the last cycle also outperformed XRP. So don't listen to the maximalist BS. Don't dwell too much into the narratives and use cases and utility and why this technology is going to change the world. Because once again, they've been saying this for years and it hasn't changed anything. And it's not going to change anything for a while. So just, the only thing it's going to do is clutter your head and make it difficult for you to sell, because you're going to get emotionally attached to this coin, because you'll believe that due to the fundamentals and the wonderful news and partnerships, that is going to keep pumping, or somehow it's not going to crash, which is a very dangerous idea to have in your head. You have to see what every single coin is. Stop reading, the news. And if you're reading the news, open up the chart of any coin that you think is a great utility coin. Open the chart, find the date of those every single news article, and then attach them to the dates on the chart. And what you'll see is that it's all BS and it's irrelevant. All coins are pumps and dumps. That's it. Very simple. Calculon saying, with patience and you can become a millionaire in 2 cycles on Rob's plan. Absolutely, that's what I've done. So not one cycle, like I never said it's one cycle. But 2 cycles, absolutely. If you come in with roughly 10K, you can make anywhere, depends how the cycle delivers, but anywhere from 100 to 300K if you're very lucky, more. Take that, and then in the second cycle, once again, make millions. So, you know, very much so. You just have to be patient. JP saying, Rob, what about people joining crypto right now? Should they wait for a dip? Wait if a 35% XRP dip never, what if 35% XRP dip never comes? Well, they're gonna, well, if it never comes and they're waiting for it to come, obviously the answer is that they're gonna miss out. Like I said, we're already getting to the point. When I was releasing the course, right, one of the things we're talking about was that the dumps are gonna come and people are saying that they're not gonna come. And so the dumps came. So let's just get that out of the way. I'm getting to the point, right? And then in the accumulation phase, I kept, talking about my course. I kept retweeting my course, and I do it this right now still because some coins are still in the accumulation phase. So I kept retweeting my course. I kept telling people join now. I also made some YouTube live saying join now, right? Because once coins leave the accumulation phase, it will be too late, and you'll be asking me whether or not it's good to join. And I also mentioned, and I'll mention now once again that newcomers are late market participants. The highest coins pump, the worst risk reward is for buyers. They're going to serve as exit liquidity. Recent people who just joined XRP who are buying at 90 cents served already as exit liquidity for people who sold at 90 cents and were buying much lower at 35 cents. So the answer is very obvious, my friend. And if you're asking me in some kind of way whether or not I think that SRP will drop, like I said, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't really concern myself about that. What I would concern myself is I make sure that my students bought the coins where they were supposed to buy. I make sure that they did not buy at 90 cents because it's a terrible buy. And as we can see now, it's retraced to the zone that we're talking about. If my students buy, they have to buy great entries. The entries that we're going to buy at are 5 cents to 35 cents zone. If it never hits, we'll never add more XRP. If it hits, with dollar cost average, to add more XRP to our portfolios. If not, too bad. So people are either going to take unfavorable risk right now, and with smaller reward and bigger risk and buy now, they can do what they want basically. It's not like, with all due respect, it's not really my concern what they're going to do. My concern is make sure that my members do well. And I did post tell my members that basically right now it's not what you want to buy. Thank goodness nobody bought. Hopefully, I hope nobody bought. That being said, there are still coins out there that are in accumulation phase that you can buy if you're willing to hold temporary losses until euphoria stage hits. It's better to go buy them now. Just like before Floki pumped 800%, we're getting it before an 800% pump. It pumps 800%. You have people suddenly flooding your DMs and saying, "Should I buy Floki now?" It's like, no, of course you should not buy. Should you buy XRP now? That's 63, 64 cents. No, of course you should not buy. Can it go much higher eventually? Do I believe that XRP will go much higher eventually in euphoria phase? Yes, I do believe that, of course. Doesn't mean it's a good entry point just because it will go higher. No, that's just not the way that my strategy works, not the way my mind works. For me, the good area was where we're buying, as they're recorded on Patreon, like 35 cents. We bought some XRP at 35 cents. There you go. It was on Twitter where we bought at 35 cents, sold at 50 cents, bought back, in the 30s again. Like it's all there. So the answer is late market participants are late market participants, and they have to be aware of that, and they have to suck it up and either wait for better entries, and if they never get them, look at other coins. Because simply forcing an entry just because you're a late market participant and then expecting higher prices just because you're a market participant is going to get you wrecked. And we spoke about this like over a year ago. We're just predicting this exact scenario was happening right now. And once coins pump even harder, much higher, and let's say SRP is at $1.50, the risk reward is going to get worse and worse and worse for buyers. And the higher the coin goes, the higher the price targets are going to become, because newcomers need higher and higher targets to make sure they can make the same ROI as the people who bought in the accumulation phase. But unfortunately, currently, like the interest in the Google trends for crypto is down over 90%, which means basically 90% of buyers or people who are researching Bitcoin and crypto back at the peak at 69K are no longer interested in crypto. And it's called the accumulation phase. So in the accumulation phase, they're not interested. In the euphoria phase, when it's time to sell, they'll be interested. So yeah. Rossoneri is saying, will you do one day a complete video about your crypto journey since 2016? How much you invest, how much you lost, burn two portfolios? Well, Rossoneri, that will be something. That will be something, my friend. I would have to remember a lot of stuff. I would have to go through a lot of records, through a lot of trades, through a lot of videos, through my diary. Wow, that's quite a challenging thing to do. Will I do it? Maybe one day, but like it's very challenging to do because I already have enough on my plate as it is. I'm busy as it is, and doing that, like to do it a thorough way, you need to put in a lot of work. Rossoneri keeps on saying this will allow people to join right now, know everything is possible, and help discourage people never give up. You should definitely never give up. If you're discouraged and just because you got wrecked, you should not give up. The thing is, do you really want to become a millionaire? Do you really want to make it in crypto? If you do, you will. It's very simple, right? People who want results, they find a way to get the results they want to get. People who want to find excuses will always find excuses no matter what they're doing. Definitely don't get discouraged, right? If you got wrecked in the last cycle or something, start anew. Save some money. Like I said, the millionaire spreadsheet starts with words with like you have roughly a year to put together 10K. You did have roughly a year to put together 10K. The accumulation phase and the local bottom for Bitcoin hit in roughly like 376 days, so roughly a year. Strategy is working perfectly. You had a lot of time to put that money together and start diversifying dollar cost averaging at new lows. Follow the plan. I mean, if you do not take advantage of that, it's late for you with some coins. Other coins you can still buy. Work with what you have. The thing is, there's always a way to make money as long as you're patient. Bumping Uglies is saying, I can't watch this right now because I'm at work, but thank you for all you do. You're the man. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate the kind word and hope you have a good day at work. Calculon says, last cycle was my first and flipped 20K to $280,000 listening to Rob, and I was half asking from working too much. Calculon, I'm really happy to hear that you flipped 20K into 280K, especially listening to me. Very happy to hear that, brother. That's very, very good thing that you did there. Well done. Basically, if you made 280K in that cycle, you're guaranteed to become a millionaire pretty much. If you just keep following the strategy, probably a multi-millionaire, let's be honest. Yeah. So Scorpio Red is saying, do you think it's okay to rotate profits at this time, like once one coin pumps, such as Bitcoin Cash, to rotate profits into another that has not pumped, such as QNT, ETC, or Rate XLM pump profit into HBAR-TC? Scorpio Red, that really depends. That really depends on how much the coin is still down from the all-time high. So if a certain coin has pumped in your portfolio, and another coin that's in your portfolio, one of the main plays, is still down and hasn't moved, you can rotate because we believe that all coins are going to move, right? But then what you're doing, if you start doing something like that, which I'm not doing, you're basically deviating from the plan. So when the euphoria stage hits, and I'm explaining certain things, and I'm talking about the exit strategy and saying we sold a certain percentage of this coin, now we're moved out to take profit here, your portfolio is going to be a little bit different. And you're going to be probably a little bit confused because you're doing something on your own that I'm not doing, right? So it's definitely something you can do as long as you're able to keep track of it and kind of like tweak the adjustments. You see what I mean? So why not? Is it something I'm doing? No, it's not something I'm doing. So yeah. Brittany Steps, hello there. How are you doing? International Crypto Asset Ninja saying, remember to put a like to support our friend Rob. Daily great energy in this community here, brother. Thank you, my friend. Yes, please kindly put a like, my friends. Thank you very much. I would appreciate that. Calculon, cheers. Scorpio Red is saying, after a nice bull run, do you plan on just living on your crypto profits, or do you plan on investing some of it into some type of business like real estate to see? I plan to invest. I will always invest my money. I guess I just have an investor mindset. I can never just like do nothing with my money. I think it's a terrible way to do nothing. The terrible thing to do nothing with your money. So I'll definitely be investing. I'll be investing into real estate and other things. I'll be starting new ventures. I actually have idea that I want to do of a certain kind of like exchange. So yeah, that's something I will look into. I'll be moving away just from basic speculative markets and actually go for like structuring a business. I do have this exchange idea. So yeah, I'll probably be pursuing that. Either way, my friends, we've been in 35 minutes. I really enjoyed the fact that you took your time to join. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. While you're here, please kind of put a like. Remember, for now, stay patient, remain neutral, do not force entries. If you buy, only buy at new lows with equal amounts without favoring one coin over another. We do not sell here, we'll hold what we bought because the coins are not pumped hard enough. That's the main message, I guess, that we have to remind every single day. If you really want to buy some coins during the $99 here, there are many 50 to 100x coins. Every single post explains where I bought, what amount of money I bought, why I bought, the research I've done, so that you basically know how my mind functions. Otherwise, be patient. Be very patient. Patience will be rewarded. Impatience will be punished in this market. Remember the saying, excuse me. I don't know what's wrong with my throat lately. Excuse me, guys. The saying is patience pays, FOMO delays. Remember that, my friends. JB saying, thank you, Rob, for answering my question. Seems like I'm going to get my subscription. Which one do I need to find coins that are in the accumulation zone? There are different coins in the accumulation zone. So if you join the $99 tier, you will have access to the newsletter course, the 50 to 100x gems, and the Millionaire spreadsheet. And you will find that some entries in the Millionaire spreadsheet still can be bought when some other entries cannot be forced. Like, for example, you'll not be able to buy Bitcoin after an 80% crash because it's no longer at an 80% crash, right? You won't even be able to buy Bitcoin basically at this point, nor will you be able to buy Ethereum, for example. But you'll be able to execute other entries with other coins, and you'll be able to buy other coins in the $99 tier where the gems are. Some of them are down, and they have much better entries than I have. So you'll even have better entries than I do. So yeah. Thomas Horton, good morning, brother. How are you? Good to see you here. The VT50 says, how many coins do you hold, Rob? How many coins do I hold? Let me think. I think like somewhere around 40, somewhere around 40 coins, I think. And this is one of the main reasons why it takes me, like I keep saying, why I work 24/7, why I'm full-time crypto, is because it takes a lot of time, not to just to research and trying to find new gems and chart and look what's happening, but it also takes a lot of time to look at your portfolio every single day and analyze it and make sure that everything is fine and up to par, that nothing scary is happening with any coin out there, that everything is basically, that all the little parts of the puzzle in the strategy are still intact. Gabriela Souza saying, hi, Rob, just want to say that I've been following you since 2017. Your outlook has helped me stay grounded, and my trading strategy has improved with your guidance and advice. Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful message, Gabriel. I'm glad to hear that. JB, thank you. All right, my friends, I'm going to sign off, and I wish you all an amazing day. I'll catch you tomorrow. As I promised, I'm going to try to do a live every single day. Bye-bye.